Ding, ding, ding. Okay. Hi, everyone, and welcome to our podcast, 2 Cups of Tea and a Packet of Biscuits, with me, Tracy, and Tanya.
Hi!
Today, we have a fun episode planned called the Tea Business Bucket List. We'll be talking about our dreams and aspirations for our tea business and having some fun along the way. So,
Yay! I need fun because I'm not well and I don't feel I've been on full form the last few episodes. Just an FYI, we filmed them all in one day, so that's why. It's not that I've got an illness that has dragged over weeks. Yeah. And people are like, why is she always saying she's ill? Yeah. No, it's the same day. We just change outfit.
Yeah. And I changed my socks. I hope you noticed that I was changing, apart from one episode.
Did you change your socks per episode?
Apart from the last one, I've been changing them.
Wow. Mm-hmm. You really are a sock person.
So, yeah. I hope, listeners, you remember this, that I said about the socks thing, and Tanya dismissed the socks thing.
I did.
But now you understand.
Now I'm going to be looking at your feet a lot.
Please don't, that's a bit weird.
What, maybe your sock? Oh, guys, let's not go there. Anyway, shall we get into it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know what our first thing is. So we're picking out. So we've both written down 3 bucket list ideas
for the business. Yeah.
Right. And if you remember, the tea is our start of hopefully something into our bigger thing. So these bucket lists are just aimed at the tea. They're not aimed at the shop. They're not aimed at anything else.
Yeah.
So are you picking out?
I'll pick out one from yours.
Only the white ones, yeah? Okay. It's flying.
Oh, 10.
Am I meant to explain it then after?
Yeah, so Tanya wrote... Okay, I like it. Ryan Gosling is our tea influencer.
Yes, Ryan Gosling, if you ever watch, you are my tea influencer. I've never seen you drink tea. I've never seen you talk about it.
But once he meets you...
Yeah, he'll want to. He'll leave Eva, whatever her name is, and he'll marry me one day.
Oh no, but
I know they have. However, I want him to promote our tea, be the face behind the tea. Just be Ryan Gosling here.
Okay.
It can happen. I've manifested it and put it out there now. So Ryan Gosling, you know where we are.
I mean, this could be it now, Tam.
You know you're his fan as well. We've watched a lot of his films together.
I'm a fan of lots of people. Anyways, would you like to choose?
Okay, I need to be careful with my tea because I've already spilt it on my leg. Right. Oh, it's a small piece of paper. What? Tracy's like, what? You've written it around the paper.
Because there wasn't space.
God. Collaborate with biscuit companies so we have amazing biscuits with our tea. I love biscuits.
I love biscuits. Yeah.
I just reading your thing that made me run around the whole piece of paper. Yeah. Explain.
So I love biscuits.
Favourite?
10. We need a whole podcast episode on this if we want to delve into that.
I mean that dark chocolate ginger one that we had, and that, like, I've been thinking about it ever since.
Borders, is it the ginger and dark chocolate or the raspberry and dark chocolate?
The raspberry.
I loved the raspberry. I mean, just a classic bourbon or custard cream, a digestive.
Filled, because I actually don't like filled biscuits.
I don't like Oreos. Mm-hmm. I like your traditional bourbon, custard cream kind of thing. I'm not a fan of jammy dodgers, that kind of sweet filling.
Which you used to call them dodgy jammers.
So did you hear me hesitate? Because I knew I was bringing up something that I didn't want to be brought up.
You say I mix my words up, you know. Anyway, yeah, I'm not a fan of filled biscuit. Why are you not a fan of filled biscuit?
Well, some.
No, it's the sweetness. It has to be the right level of sweetness. But just dunking biscuits in tea, it's like the best thing in the whole world. Biscuits are the best. I love tea. I love biscuits. I love them both.
which is why we're called 2 cups of tea and a packet of biscuits. Here we go. On that note, you pick up my next one.
This is fun. I like this.
Okay, I'm glad.
Tea. Wow, your handwriting's really neat. Tea sold at Harrods or Selfridges.
No, that's what we've talked
We've
about.
talked about that loads.
The dream. And when I went to Harrods, I think it's like a couple of months ago, and I was just like picturing our tea there, because I think in my head, and we've both kind of talked briefly about it outside the podcast of what our packaging would look and how I imagine that in somewhere like that.
It would look stunning.
It would. Not that we want our tea to be unaffordable to people, and it's not actually about the cost. I think it's just a dream. It's a dream, right? And I'm sure many tea companies want their tea there.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's not about trying to price it accordingly. So, because that's not our goal in our business, is to create that community, right?
Yeah.
And if we can't, if we're putting things out of people's reach, that just defeats the purpose. So, no, I mean, I have that goal too.
Yeah.
If we can make that happen.
Yeah, so that's an ability, even though I still think Ryan Gosling's going to be my tea influencer when I have the big bucks that I can afford it. Maybe never, but
You're rambling. Okay, go on.
I'm sick.
You're sick every episode.
Shut up. Have a tea party with your idols. Who are your idols that you would have at the tea party?
Okay, so this I know.
Okay.
I'd have the Queens of the Stone Age band, Placebo, like all the big bands that I love, like a huge party.
Are they singing, or is it like that they're there as guests?
Both. They will do.
A bit unfair on them. They're not there to
They
party.
get paid with tea. They love the tea.
So this is where Ryan Gosling and all my guests will come in.
Yeah, we'll have a big party with amazing people in there, and they'll drink our tea, and we'll all be very happy.
Okay. There you go.
Okay.
What?
Tea cats.
What?
Tea cats at weddings.
Wait. What? Carts.
Oh.
God. There's an R. Tea cart.
Okay. Tea cat would be cute though.
It would.
A little tea
I
cat.
could have my cats as a tea cat.
And they can just walk around with a little bell. And
They would hate it, but in my eyes, they'd love it.
tea carts at weddings and festivals, that's cool.
I think that's an achievable thing. And I do think that is something maybe even before it hits shops that we do.
Yeah.
Because it's more attainable to do.
And that'll be a nice way to build our brand, make connections, create further business as well. Yeah.
And I think it allows you to be even more creative with how it looks, right? Because a cart, we would be so creative with how that looks, with whether it be flowers or whatever. It would look great. And can you imagine it at a festival?
That'd be so cool.
It would be so cool to have that there. So yeah.
Cool. Do we have any more?
Oh, do I have one more? Okay.
I don't remember what I wrote now.
Well, we shall see. Is it tea cats or tea dogs? Gosh, you're very long ones. Okay. Go on an around the world tea tour and bring back unique, exciting
Leaves and blends.
Yeah.
You just gave up there.
Yeah. It was too much for me to read.
Imagine going to different countries and sourcing tea that fits our brand and our ethos and our principles and our vision and everything.
Yeah.
And then all those experiences, all those getting to know the background of where the tea comes from when we bring it back towards the business, I think could make it really enriching.
Agree. I think that's something we kind of once did speak about, because someone told me about a chef who went and did a trial like that, and then they brought back recipes to the UK. And I think, you know, as much as people be like, why tea, it's such a hard market to get into and blah blah blah, but it's touching on what you said. It's bringing the communities together, and we've also always talked about, like, we would give back to those communities, and it's not always going to be about the tea, it's also about their, like, artists, their speakers, their writers, all that creative stuff. If we see something that's, like, you know, a beautiful piece of artwork, one of our dreams is to have that on the wall in the deli, and those pieces be for sale, and that money goes to that person. And it's not, you know, a lot of business people be like, oh, you're lying, that money's going to go in your pocket and blah blah blah. But for us, we're genuinely not about that, and that is for whether or not people want to believe that or not. But I think when you're genuine and honest as a person, you do become, you know, rich in other ways. It's not always about the money in your pocket, but it's about the richness that brings into your life and that quality of life that you're building. And I think that comes from the things we want to do. So, like, being able to do a tour like that would really encompass the community side of it, and being able to help, you know, people who aren't as fortunate as we have been. So yeah, I like that idea. I think that's an achievable thing in the next 5 years, to be honest.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I'm going to let you introduce the next part of our segment, the fun, even funner part.
Funner. Now, is that a word? Sorry.
Made me nearly spit my tea out on camera.
I really should stop correcting your
It's not going to be fun.
Okay. Right, so the next part is a game, and it's who would be your dream guest on our podcast. So we've both written 3 different guests, and we'll pick them out at random. I will read out my guest, give you I won't tell you who it is, I'll give you clues, and you'll have to guess. Okay? So, would you like to go first, or would you like?
Yeah, I'll go first. Okay.
You're opening up your poster.
Oh my god, I nearly ripped it. That's because it's stuck. Okay.
So, give me clues.
Clue number 1. They are part of a famous pair. Are you going to try? Are you going to guess at each clue?
I mean, I can guess already.
Go on then.
I forgot their names. It's those podcasters that you like, the Staying Relevant guys.
And you don't know their names, and they could listen to his podcast.
No, I do know their names.
Go on then.
I just didn't want to tell you. It's Pete Wicks and the really funny, famous guy who is just so charming and hilarious.
I mean, if he ever listens to this, I think he'd love the fact that you called him rich and charming. What is it? Famous and charming.
Whatever. I can't remember what I said.
Sam Thompson.
That's it. Why did you know? I knew it.
Because it's not them.
Oh.
Yes. 1 on me.
Okay, second clue. Yeah.
Won multiple awards.
Oh, I know. And Deck.
Yes. So I chose them because I have loved Ant and Dec since I was a child, and they were on Biker Grove, and they were PJ and Duncan, and PJ got blind. My first memory of them was when PJ got pain in his eyes and he went blind.
Duncan shot him in the eye.
Yeah. Just Dec, how could you do that? And my first ever song I ever bought was Let's Get Ready to Rumble. And I wish I kept it.
Wow.
But
You actually bought?
yeah. That was my first ever single I bought in the shop in Woolworths back in the day. So if you ever listen to this Ant and Dec, I would you probably get billions of people messaging you. But yeah, they would be amazing. They'd be so funny, and their career is such an amazing career. And we grew up with them, like on SMTV. I used to love SMTV.
Yes, I agree with you there.
And I used to record it. And then try and skip through the adverts just to re-watch it throughout the week till the next episode. They are
good pair of guys.
There you go. No, I'm not picking it. I'm never going to get Tracy's, I can tell you now. I'm not going to know who you picked. It was wrong to do it on sticky notes, wasn't it?
To the podcast listeners, we did it on post-it notes and folded them up very small and now can't open them. Okay, first clue. Very funny. Comedian, TV presenter, actor.
Actor? He's a comedian? No.
Wears glasses.
Alan Carr? Yeah. I'm surprised you picked Alan Carr. Why?
He is such a good guy and so funny.
Oh, he would be hilarious on this.
And then, imagine sitting with him with a cup of tea on our podcast and just having a chat.
Yeah.
It would be amazing. So much fun.
I do think your husband looks like this.
So that was going to be my third clue.
Of Alan Carr. We won't show a photo because I don't think he'd ever want us to show his photo and ruin his street cred, but he does look a bit like the Asian version of it.
In certain lights.
Yeah.
Let's be nice.
Okay, right. We ready for my next one?
Yeah.
Right, I'm trying to, for those who are listening, trying to still peel off the sticky note. Okay. Clue number 1. They are a reality star.
Pete Wicks.
No, I know. Okay, I'm gonna have to be open about this. I fancy the pants off him.
Do you?
Yeah. I don't know why. I never did before, and if he ever hears this, is embarrassing. I had a dream about him, and then ever since it's changed. And I was telling my friend about this the other day, that I was like, I never fancied him. I actually really couldn't stand him when he was in like The Only Way is Essex and all that. And I thought, oh, he's just so annoying, he's so rude. Then when they started doing the podcast, I only loved the podcast because of Sam. And then I had a dream about him, it's all changed, and I fancy the bloody pants of him. And there we go, okay, but it's not him. I must talk about him a lot if we keep guessing him.
Okay, so reality star. So second clue.
Launched a denim brand. I don't think you'll get it from these clues, actually. I went with tough clues.
A denim brand.
Yeah.
Reality star.
Yeah.
Paris Hilton.
Oh, God, no.
I don't know. Okay, third clue.
Shared fitness journey.
Davina McCall.
No. Sorry, Davina McCall. Yeah, I actually like you on your shows, but I don't mind you coming on the podcast if you wanted to. You're not who I've written.
Stop digging.
I really shouldn't do podcasts when I'm sick.
Oh, sorry. I'm sick. Okay. Yes, that was the world's tiniest violin. Okay. Okay, so I'm wrong. That was 3 clues,
okay,
and I was wrong.
tell you?
Yeah.
Khloe Kardashian.
Oh.
So I just like her. I'm not a huge. I watch the Kardashians. But the one I've always liked the most is her. I think she's been through so much that having her as a guest, you would get so many stories. And I love that she just doesn't care and says how she feels. I think you don't see a lot of women doing that who don't care, and I love that openness about just saying things as it is, even when they anger her. And I just feel like she's a bit of an inspiration. People are going to slate me saying that, but
Who cares, right?
yeah.
Is okay. Right, I'll open my next one. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Yeah. She isn't a British actress. She's a living legend in my eyes.
A British actress.
Okay, second clue. She's acted in famous magical films.
Oh God.
I'll give you a little bit more clue. Magic, and her character wasn't very nice.
No idea.
Recently, a couple of years ago, she's been in sofa adverts.
Joanna Lumley?
No. She wasn't in any magical films, was she?
I don't know.
No. Shall I tell you?
Yeah.
Helena Bonham Carter. Bellatrix Lestrange.
Of course. How did I not get that?
I got it. When I said she wasn't good, she was bad. I think she is an amazing actress. I've watched her in many different films. Like Room with a View, the one with Johnny Depp, obviously, and Harry Potter, and so many other things. I like her quirkiness, her style, her personality, and I think she'd be such an interesting person to get in to our podcast and interview, and a female actress who is so good at what she does, I think.
Did you once see her in North London?
Yeah, so we... blah, 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 beep that out. I just mentioned my husband's name, which is beeped out now, yeah? Okay. We were at a restaurant in northwest London, and she was there at the same time.
Feel like getting
Yeah, but she's too cool for me to go off and ask for an autograph. I think she's just... And she was with family, so I wouldn't have done that anyways. I think that wouldn't have been nice.
What else? Did you see anyone go up to her?
No. And she was wearing the coolest outfit, like big chunky black boots, some sort of lace or netted dress over something else, like proper cool vibes. Yeah.
Wow.
Really nice. Yeah.
Okay. That would be a cool podcast guest. Right, I'm unwrapping my final one again because it's horrendous. Okay. This is clearly a theme for me. Number 1, gained fame from a reality show.
Go on. Pete Wicks.
He's one of them. There's 2 on here.
Oh! Sam Thompson?
Yes. I love them. Their podcast, like, I listen to their podcast as much as, like, obviously it's only twice a week, but I love them. I love everything they do. They make me laugh. It would just be such a fun podcast with them here. Pete would just be telling us we're boring, and Sam be like, "No, Pete, no, listen." And yeah, I feel like we're giving them way too much fame in this episode. Though. You keep mentioning Pete Wicks.
Well, now a valid reason, isn't there?
Because I dreamt about it.
You don't have to keep telling us about this. I don't know whether we want to know anymore.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Living legend in the science world.
I don't know his name. I know who. Can I describe him?
Okay.
Dark brown hair.
Yeah.
Very slim.
Yes.
Tall-ish, I assume.
I assume so.
Talks a lot about stars.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
Professor Brian Cox.
Yeah, that's it.
Professor Brian Cox. If he could come be a guest on the podcast, he would just add so much intellect and knowledge about science and the world and all his experiences. And
you're so excited.
Be in the band as well. Yeah. It's just he makes science that's so difficult to understandable for people like me. Yeah.
Okay, and on that note, that's the end of today's episode, or our 4 episodes that we've recorded in one day, and we're tired and want to go to the
podcast marathon.
The range is our happy place. Well, Home Sense is our happy place, but we can't afford Home Sense at the minute. So we'll deal with going down every aisle of the range, and if the range wants to sponsor us in any way, we will take it.
Anyone really?
Yeah. Anyone. On that note, I'll stop digging myself holes, and I'll thank you for your effort.
Have you won an award that you're thanking me for something? She's really ill.
Play your little violin.
Okay, do you want me to end this?
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this episode and all the other episodes we've recorded. Please do follow and like.
Not link.
No. I mean, you can link us to other people.
What's our Instagram? So our Instagram handle is 2 Cups of Tea Podcast. Same on TikTok, so please follow us there. Trace doesn't know that because Trace isn't a social media person, but anyway, she's a book person. And watch us on YouTube.
Yep.
And you can email us, which will appear here. And you've been watching
2 cups of tea and a packet of biscuits.